Wes, hello everybody, and welcome to yet another video. And, oh yes, my dear friends, 'tis time for yet another food for thought video. For, in the last couple of days, a strange occurrence has occurred to me. And I thought that I could make a video about that, because I'm sure that many people in my audience, many of my subscribers, do think about things in a more complex, more elaborate, more educated, more adult way, other than just everything's bad, everything's shit today. Yeah, this isn't 2018. This is 2024, and certain things have seen an improvement, shall we say. But I still see on the internet people who see something in news of something being released, and immediately, the first second they know about this particular release or announcement, they condemn it as being something absolutely awful. And they predict its absolute failure. I don't know where all this negativity is coming from. To be more specific, then, I have noticed that the Heavy Metal magazine is going to be published again. The famous comic book, graphic novel magazine, which originally started as the Metal Hurlant, I think is pronounced in French, from 1970s, where a lot of mainly European artists and writers were introduced, and has gathered worldwide renown and popularity. Always has been something different for adult audiences. Authors and artists like Jodorowsky, like Manara, like Moebius, all these guys drew and wrote for Heavy Metal magazine, Metal Hurlant. And then, of course, it was published in the United States of America, in the West, like English-speaking West. And then when it stopped being published in France, it only kept being publishing in English until 2023, when it was cancelled. And now they announced that they are going to, be coming out again, starting with issue 1. And the cover is going to be drawn by a Hildebrand brother. The famous, one of the famous brothers that drew, for example, a lot of Tolkien paintings. So, and from an article that I've read that included a snippet from the interview with the creative team and the editing team, the editors, and the chief editor and the editor-in-chief, whatever, they said that they were going to try to stick to the original idea of heavy metal. Because originally, we know that heavy metal was for more adult audiences. It did contain and show, sexual scenes, nudity, violence, everything that wasn't really in line with the American Comics Code Authority. Which, in Europe, come on, we have Manara and stuff. We are used to this kind of shit here. So I got excited about that. I went oh yeah, Heavy Metal magazine was always artsy style, l'art pour l'art style. I love European comics, most of all kinds of comics. So I'll be checking that out. And then there was a guy under my post saying, "Oh, it's going to be shit, and here's why." And he posted a link to an article that he wrote. And I'm like, I'm not going to read that, buddy. It's entirely possible that it's going to be crap. Yes, it is entirely possible that it's going to be of a low quality. But I will only be able to tell when I have read this first issue myself. By the way, from what I have understood, they are going to launch a Kickstarter for this first issue. So I think that might be something that I will actually contribute to. And it was going to be the first thing on a crowdfunding campaign that I will be contributing to in years, because this is something that genuinely interests me and caught my interest and caught my eye. But I will not be able to tell, I will not be able to speak about the quality of the said thing before I see it. Now, given I have made my own predictions about things in the past, mainly Tolkien-connected things, and in 100% of the cases I was correct. But if you know me, if you follow my channel, you know that I review a lot of stuff. I do review a lot of books, a lot of films, a lot of comics. But I never review them before I actually read or watch these things. I only review things after I have experienced them. So, because it seems a little bit of a waste of time to me to theorize about everything and anything that's going to come out, like, oh, it's going to be shit because mainstream is bad and mainstream hates you. I don't have time in my life to think that the mainstream hates my guts all the time. I don't have time for this crap. A lot of people certainly hate me in my life, and I never think about them. And so the same thing goes with anything, really. And even with these, with things that have already come out, and you might be following certain channels that will provide you with a general. I have seen this expression lately. This guy on YouTube, I'm not going to name him, and some of his like one of his subscribers said he makes general reviews. What the hell are you? What is a general review? There was an argument raised that this particular reviewer, critic, that he doesn't really watch these things because his reviews always miss the most important parts of that film, and that he always talks about things that happened in the trailer only. I wasn't going to address that because I don't care, but then somebody said this. He makes general reviews. Now, what the hell is a general review? I mean, what the hell are you talking about? I generally don't give a flying toss about what anybody else says. Even if something gets bad reviews, even if 10 out of 10 big YouTubers rate it 0 out of 10, I will check it out for myself and I will either agree or disagree with them. Do you know why? Because I prefer to experience things for myself, whether they are good or bad, because life is about the good and the bad. The life is about the balance. Life is about experiencing things for yourselves. And in any case, I need to watch, as far as watching goes, like audio-visual media, I need to watch them with somebody. I need a company. I just can't watch a film or a TV show by myself. I don't know. It's strange. So I need somebody. So at least it's like a social experience for me. I read by myself, all the time. So that's enough solitude. And so by this video, I wanted to say, of course, do follow any critic you like. It is a free world. Do so if you want. You do you. But try from time to time, try to check these things out for yourselves, actually. Like, try not to go into something with having preemptive thoughts about it, or, having already an opinion about something before you go into it. Even if I criticize something, because what do I know? Who am I to tell you what to think? I am here to express my opinions. I am here to provide you with my expertise based on my education, my knowledge, the experience that I have gathered in my life. But that's all. I mean, I can say A, you can think B. We are all free people, and we do deserve some cerebral freedom. We do deserve some, freedom of experience, freedom of expression, freedom of intelligence, freedom of thought. So for all I care, do go and follow the 10 shouty YouTubers out there. But from time to time, try to actually, remove yourselves from them and try to enjoy the piece of art, the work of art, the product they are talking about for yourselves, and form your own personal, deeply personal opinion, even if it meant that you will disagree with them, even if it meant that you will think something completely different than they think. What do you think will happen? Do you think that they will stop liking you? They don't even care about you. They don't even know you exist. Even if you send them like $50 super chat so they can wish you happy birthday, they don't care about you. They care about you as much as Disney cares about you. Can you understand that? That you only have yourselves and your loved ones? The internet is a virtual, non-existent space. People are fake on the internet. You don't make friends on the internet. And YouTubers, they are most certainly not your friends. Come on. the big shout YouTuber is as much your friend as Kathleen Kennedy is. So please, do try to enjoy things, even if you find out they are bad. Then you at least have your own personal life experience and not an experience viewed through the eyes of somebody else. Yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you think. I'm Maria.